Listen.
What's up? Episode 4, Setting and Energy. Let's get right into it. So what does energy mean in music? Energy, setting, vibe, feeling. If you know me personally, you know I always liken beats to movies because my beats really hit like movies. But the overall goal of making music is to paint a picture or put an image in the listener's head. When I talk about energy, I mean the overall feeling that a piece of music gives you. Things that contribute to energy are the tempo, the groove, the space in the music, the chord changes and the rhythm of those changes, melody and counter melody, sound selection and processing, that's reverb, delay, distortion, and contrast. Starting with tempo, as a producer, you should always be thinking how somebody's gonna sound rapping or singing on whatever you're making. You also think about how much space do you want in your track? Is it more of a ballad, like there's just chord changes and half notes, or whole note chord changes, etc.? How busy is a groove? Is there space? Is it laid back? Is it very chaotic? Then sound selection, is it real distorted? Is it real smooth and polished? All of these contribute to the setting. The synths, arpeggiators. Arpeggiators are an easy way to make your track sound like you're floating through outer space. That's what arpeggiators do for me. Different pads and sirens. Sirens is an easy way to make your track seem chaotic without flooding it with a bunch of instruments. How hard do you want your snare and kick to hit, and snare and kick pattern? So there's a concept of this wall of sound. Back in the day, there was a record producer by the name of Phil Spector, and the wall of sound is also called the Spector sound after the producer, because he was famous for making his tracks feel like they were very dense. I believe this was at the time where they were first getting like 8-track recorders and stuff in big studios. And so he was basically making his tracks as dense as possible. So with that being said, my wall of sound is that the more moving parts you have in your music, the more it can start to sound chaotic. And when I say moving parts, I mean instruments that don't play the same rhythm or melody. So when you think about Afro-Cuban music, you hear the timbales, the bongos, the cowbell, you hear the horns, and everybody has a certain part, especially in the rhythm section. Everybody has a certain part that they're not all playing the same thing, and they're purposely not trying to step on each other's feet, but also they fit together, and it gives it a certain type of energy. When I say chaotic, I don't mean it in like a bad way. I mean that the chaotic feel of the track, it translates into high energy. And to me, that's what makes Afro-Cuban music very high energy. It is all the moving parts in the rhythm section and the horns. With that being said, you don't want to have too many moving parts to where things start to clash and your track just becomes muddy, but a good amount and things popping in and out can make your track seem high energy. Also, you can pick contrasting sounds, like picking a sound that is extremely mellow and putting it against something that is extremely intense can give your track a certain intensity. For example, 1 Foot by 21 Savage, Sonny Digital puts his main melody in the music box, which is an instrument, and then it is contrasted by the heavy 808 doing somewhat of a counter melody, and the kick layered for heavy impact. And then the 21 Savage vocals on top also contrast to the way the music box sounds. A music box is very childlike and that's kind of the feeling you get from it. So the content of what 21 Savage was saying, along with the heavy 808 and kick, creates a nice contrast and gives it a good intensity. A genre that has really mastered setting energy is rock. You have songs like Lady Evil by Black Sabbath, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and Superstar by Toliver. All set energy, whether it is a more nefarious type of energy or a very storytelling type of energy. When I think of Lady Evil by Black Sabbath, it is very much like a movie, like somebody's narrating a movie to me. Bohemian Rhapsody is a very intense, not really nefarious or storytelling, or it is kind of a storytelling type of mood, but it's very cinematic. I think one of the reasons why rock is really good at setting energy is because of the guitar. The guitar is a very important instrument. A good distorted guitar will turn the energy up to 1,000, and a good acoustic guitar can make a track very smooth and mellow. A weird way that might help you see how energy is watch some WWE Titantrons with the wrestler's theme song. Another group that has mastered energy and intensity is the WWE. And Chris Jericho dropped a jewel. He was talking about connecting to the people, and that's really what we're doing in music, is conveying an idea or feeling and making it so that the people who are listening to the music will feel the same way or can easily get the overall vibe of the music without words. Watch Chris Jericho's entrance, watch Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Kane, or The Undertaker. They all set the intensity, which helps their persona connect with the fans even more. Another thing you can do is listen to the main theme of a blockbuster movie. At first, watch it however it appears in the movie, then watch it and close your eyes and see if you can see the movie or if the music paints any kind of picture to you. Star Wars is a good one. The most recent Batmans are good soundtracks. Maybe even a Marvel movie or two. See if you can really tell what the composer is trying to convey. You can even do like a quick Google search, like best movie themes, and you will probably get some good ones. And that might even be better. So if you haven't seen the movie, what does the music say to you without even knowing what the movie is about? Since rock is on the more intense side of the spectrum, if you want a good representation of people who have mastered more smooth, calm, and carefree, you can listen to R&B. The Dream, rocking that, Chris Brown, Undecided, Play No Games by Big Sean, Keisha Cole, Last Night, Tony Braxton, The Heat, Drum, Wi-Fi, Eating by Made in Tokyo, P&B Rock, All Day, and Private Dancer are all good songs that are really the counterbalance to rock. That is the end of episode 4. Let me know what I can do better in the comments. And as always, list of music in the description. Thank you for listening.